Golden State, Denver could be fun.
I think that'll be a great series, actually.
You have the new NBA record holder for threes made in a season. Stephon Curry did that last night, reached 273 pointers in a year, passed Ray Allen's record. Kid can shoot the ball, no question about it. A lot of pressure on one guy, though, to carry his team. No disrespect to David Lee and some of the other players on that Golden State roster, but let's be serious. Steph Curry is definitely the man that carries that team. Now, I think it's going to be interesting to see what you get out of Denver. Eric has pointed this out before. No Gallinari. Fareed fighting the twisted ankle. It's going to be a good matchup. Denver's going to want to run. Golden State will run with them. You got Ty Lawson, Steph Curry matchup. That should be interesting to watch. Ty Lawson, to me, is deceivingly strong. So when he plays defense, he's a little harder to get out of your way than you may think he is. But to me, Fareed's the key. No Kenneth Fareed, I don't know how well Denver does. Kenneth Fareed, I got Denver in 5 if he's healthy for the whole series. I think that guy makes that big of a difference. I really do. I'm a huge fan of him. Nuggets don't have that real superstar on their team. You got Andre Iguodala. He's probably the closest thing they got to a real superstar. Ty Lawson's making a name for himself, but I'd say he's still a little far away from being a superstar. But I don't know. What do you got? I mean, that's what I'm looking at in this series. I mean, I could see David Lee having a dominant series without Kenneth Fareed being there.
Mm-hmm.
I really think, like I said, no Fareed. I think Golden State ends up taking this one. But if Fareed plays, I think I like Denver more.
Well, I am a huge fan of the Manimal, and I actually intend on keeping him on my fantasy basketball team for next season. Absolutely agree, though. Fareed could wind up being a key. I think the two things Denver would have going for it if Fareed is out is they do play a very good style of team basketball. Everybody seems to contribute. So I think they would have that going for them, and the fact that they have the home field. Because as you mentioned on the show before, they're not very good on the road. They're under 500 for the road on the road. Excuse me. So I think the fact that they have the home court is going to work out well for them, and I think the fact that they play solid team basketball. As I said before, though, Stephen Curry is a star in the making. He's going to wind up being a top 15 player if he isn't now. Within the next couple of years. So, Denver's going to have their hands full. I think they win the series in 7. If they do lose Fareed, though, they could be in trouble, and Golden State could wind up overtaking them. Yeah. Remember, though, I am the one who predicted Golden State would make the playoffs start the season. I was the one who believed in them when no one else did.
You did.
So.
I didn't believe in them.
Just wanted to throw that in there.
I still don't really believe in them, but again, I don't believe in either of these teams.
I just wanted to pat myself on the back. Okay.
That's where I'm at. I don't think I like either of them. I don't want. Now
let me ask you something.
If Fareed and Gallinari were healthy, I would like Denver, but without them, I still think because of their home record, because what they're able to do at home, they're going to get by Golden State. I would actually take Denver in 6 as well. I don't even think that series goes 7. I like Golden State. I mean, I like Steph Curry. I've always liked David Lee, even since his days at the Knicks, Mr. Double-Double. I really like him.
Yeah. This was a tough series for me to nail a winner down, because I really do think this could go either way, because I think both teams match up very evenly. They both play team basketball. There isn't really one... As much as I said Stephen Curry is going to be a top 15 player, I don't really feel like there's one superstar on either team who really takes over a game the way like a Kevin Durant would on his team, or the way Kobe does on the Lakers, or the way like Melo does on the Knicks. There isn't that one guy on really either team. So they both have to play the style of team basketball that Philadelphia played last year that got them into the playoffs. So it's a difficult series for me to predict, and like I said, one that really could go either way in my eyes. That's why I think it'll go 7.
So who do you like?
Oh, I already said it. Denver in 7.
Denver in 7. You like
Denver in 6.
Denver in 6. I really, very similar feelings. Not really sure which way to go with this one. I don't. No Gallinari, no Fried. I gotta figure Fried's got to come back at some point. I mean, it's just it's a twisted ankle, so.
And he's been out for like a week already. I think, right?
You know what? I'm going to. I'm gonna stick with Denver as well. I'll take Denver, but I think this series ends up going 7 games. I do. I think this is a close fought series, but I think this ends up going 7 games. You know, like we mentioned, David Lee and Steph Curry you got on Golden State. You got Ty Lawson, and for Denver's hope, Kenneth Faried. You know, Andre Iguodala could be your wild card in this scenario. If he has a good series, it could go shorter than 7.
It would be nice to see Iguodala play like the budding superstar we all thought he was going to be 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, he's kind of gotten used to the rotation play too much, to the point where he doesn't really do a lot that stands out like he used to. You don't really see the 20, 30-point scoring games from him.
No, you don't. But that's just Denver's style of play. They're one of those teams that has a different leading scorer almost every night. They're one of those teams that outside of Faried could have a different rebounder and assist man every night. I mean, it's just hysterical.
I guess it'd be nice.
Good
to see
team basketball.
Sorry. I guess it'd be nice to see him make more of his opportunities, because I feel like he's always had limited opportunities. But when he was on Philadelphia, at least I'd say about 2 or 3 years before he left, he was making the most of his opportunities, and he'd have nights where he wouldn't take many shots, but he'd still be making 15, 20 points a game. Now it just feels like he never really does any of that.